Welcome back, guys, to another trading session, tutorial, whatever you'd like to call it. But all I know in these videos, we make money. So, scalping session, what does that mean? That means all I use is the chart to actually trade the markets, and I'm using indices. US Tech 100. By the way, before we begin, if you're watching this, smash that like button. It will help this channel grow, guys. A lot of people are still new to this channel because I haven't really shared it on my main channel a lot. But yeah, it's going to help a lot of you. I'm going to drop these at least twice a week, these trading sessions. And I know I say this all the time, but then I just give up halfway because people don't like to watch these videos, unless I'm making millions. But this kind of trading, you don't make millions from. You make enough to pay your bills and go on holiday or whatever, buy a new car. That's enough, right? For a lot of you. I hope so. So let's go ahead, guys, and let's make a nice trade here. I'm using a small account, small capital. So some guy asked me in the comments. He said, "What do I start with?" Well, you can start with anything from 1,000 to 5,000. It doesn't matter. It just start small, guys. That's all I can say to you. Start small. So 1 day chart. It's looking nice. Recovery. This is the Nasdaq, US Tech 100. It's the Nasdaq, and then you got Dow Jones Wall Street 30, and then you've got Germany 40 is the DAX, and then UK 100 is the FTSE. Okay, they just have different names. Anyways, market ended up reversing nicely yesterday. And if we just look at the daily for a second, we're back. We're actually near resistance. If you look at resistance here, if I zoom in, you can see resistance right here. Now, the way I look at resistance, remember, we used to look at support, and we used to say that we're looking for a cross sign like this, but it's green, that we're looking for a green candle that looks like this, and that's usually our support level. However, now what we're looking for is a red cross sign. However, we're going to use the body from this side, not this side. This side will look for support because when the price is coming down, this would be support to look for a bounce upside. But with resistance, the price is coming up. So let me just remove this. So it's right here, you can see, and I'll zoom it in now. It's a red candle that looks like a cross. There's two here, and there's actually three. If I bring this right here, you can see there's one more here. There's a lot here and a lot here. So there are a lot of resistance levels here. So of course, when the price reverses, it's going to test one of these resistance lines, which is what it's actually testing. It's going to turn a little bit red, and then when the session opens, it will probably break out. So now we know that we're resistance, which means we should look at selling pressure for the short term, and followed by buying pressure. So now the reason why I'm saying followed by buying pressure is because the resistance has already played out. You can see this dip has already played out after it tested resistance, and now you get at least a little retracement upwards. So that means I can look for a buy position. Okay. So now I'm looking for this candle to turn green. I'm zooming into 1 minute now. 1 minute tells me I can go long here, 5 contracts in a minute. But it's dead. You can see the volatility is very dead here. So I'm going to open 5 contracts long and another 5 contracts. That gives us 10 contracts open. Now look at the margin that I'm using here to answer the question of how much money you need. Okay, so my estimated margin is $1,000. Okay, to open contracts on the Nasdaq worth almost $250,000. That's because it's 1 to 200 leverage, which means for every $1, I can buy something worth 200. So of course it's 1,000, which means that's how much I need to open up these 10 contracts. So what's happening here? What's happening here is I'm actually going to add another 5 contracts. Now the reason why this is playing out the way it's playing out is because, again, after a big dip like this you just seen, it's looking for support. Where's the support? It's this green candle that looks like a cross. You can see there's 2, and the price is right at it. So you will see this in a minute, and that's where we'll exit. So I can put my stop losses now and my limit orders on this trade. I'm going to give it stop loss of 20 points, limit order 10 points, Okay, and this one as well. I want to do the same. Stop 20, limit 10. So I've got 15 contracts open now. And this one, stop 20, limit 10. So that means I'll make $150 on this trade if it works out. Not if, when it works out. Now, guys, one thing I will tell you when you're doing this is make sure you trade small contracts. Don't go 10 and 15 unless you have like 5,000 in this account. But start small. Start with one contract. Start with two contracts, and you need to make sure you cover your behind because with this it's very quick. Things can get out of hand very quickly. So make sure you have enough money to take a couple of losses so you can stay in the game. So right now we're in recovery mode. Slowly, you can see I changed it to 5 minutes, and this is now 1 minute. You can say we're about to make a nice trade here, and my exit will be 121.13. For each point move, it's $1 profit, by the way. And this is commission free, so I don't have to worry about paying commission. So from $70 down, we're back to 80 or almost profit now. There it is, profitable overall on contracts. Okay, so once we get to 21.13, we'll close this position. This is slow momentum, by the way, because this is being done pre-market. I don't suggest you trade pre-market unless there's something going on or you notice volatility, because pre-market can get frustrating. In most cases, especially if there is no liquidity, it will just suck you dry, and you will keep chasing your tail trying to recover that loss. But it seems like this trade is simple. It's very simple. A nice dip followed by support, and the next move should be to the upside. It just needs a little bit of time. Okay, so I'm just gonna lock this in here. Okay, there it is. It's about to turn green. Now I could close this profitable one if I want. And with this style of trading, like I said, you're looking just to pay the bills. You're looking just to make pocket money. It depends what your pocket money is. It could be 2,000, 5,000. But don't aim like to get rich from this and be a baller and billionaire. You're not gonna do that. Let me tell you. You know why you're not gonna do that? Because the more risk you expose yourself to, it's just too easy to lose in this kind of style of trading. Okay, so just be aware of that. So I guess it's taking us a little bit of time here with this candle. I don't know, should I speed this forward or just make you guys watch this? I'll have to decide here what to do, because I don't want to keep this running for long. And there it is, back to a $60 loss. But this kind of behavior is well known to me. So this candle, one of these candles, should pop. And liquidity here is the name of the game when you're trading this kind of style of trading. So you have to, over time, you'll know exactly which candle is which and what candle is gonna follow what candle. So let's say this red candle that just happened, I already knew green was coming, because this is how liquidity is grabbed. You get a drop followed by a green, especially after looking at the overall picture on, let's say, 15 minutes. We see that support has already been established. This candle, this red one currently, should turn green. A push to the upside here, and that's where our exit is. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that little circle to see if we actually get that. Yeah, we will. Okay, so it's pushing. There it is, $58, $59. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is close. I'm gonna close $36 here. It doesn't hurt to close profit. You don't have to aim for the full move. like especially when the price action is crappy like this, you don't have to aim for the full move, you know. So I just trimmed 5 contracts. I took $36 from that, and even if I close this, I mean, I'll close $50 on that, and I'll still be fine, right? And the reason why I took it is because look at this. The change happens within seconds. Like this candle can turn red for all I know. I don't know. I don't control the market. All I know is I guessed right. I was there in the move. Now let me take the profit and walk away. Okay, so here is another move coming up. So this should be $10 here. I'm gonna make this okay. So we're up $40 now. And with this, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna close this because I'm not liking it's wasting my time. Okay, so $50. It's not the big sums of money, but I closed it because I was impatient. You know, we're already running 11 minutes. But these videos are not to show you how much money I'm making. You know, these videos are to help you understand the behavior. Like the $50 I just made in 10 minutes, it's probably what you work for, you know, for an hour, more, even more, 2 hours, 4 hours. And that's pre-market, by the way. I can come back later on and make the same trade and make a couple of more trades when the volatility is nice. And, you know, I make 500 a day and walk away. But learn the behaviors here, and I can guarantee you'll make money. And just control your emotions, okay? Hopefully this helped you. See you guys next time. Appreciate you for watching. Bye.